Guys, Lauren Losing back for the soft solids diet stage, which is considered diet stage 3 for us. I actually might be able to combine this with my food haul because it's actually pretty short and my food hauls should be pretty short. But I am going to read directly from like the first page of this, so I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I just think that it gives some answers to people as to why we have to eat this way and, you know, how to listen to your body and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to read this word for word. So it says, guidelines for eating behaviors. Your digestive tract is healing. Your new pouch or sleeve does not grind or secrete digestive enzymes to break down your food. Therefore, think of digestion as starting on your plate. Cut or dice your food into small pieces no bigger than the nail on your pinky finger, and make sure everything you eat is moist. Chew your food thoroughly. When you put your food in your mouth, make sure it is between your jaw. Do not let it linger in the middle of your mouth on your tongue. This will cause you to automatically swallow your food before it is thoroughly chewed. Eat slowly. Allow about 10 minutes per ounce of food. To slow down your pace of eating, it is very important that you are not distracted while eating. When you eat, concentrate on chewing, swallowing, breathing, and checking in with your stomach. Stop immediately when you start to feel full. No one can tell you how much to eat. Only your stomach can tell you when you have had enough. The amount you are able to eat may vary from meal to meal. Just pay attention and stop eating when you know you are comfortably full. I think that is a very good point. I think a lot of people end up throwing up if A, they're not in touch with what their stomach is telling them, or B, they're eating too fast, or C, they give themselves this amount of food and think that they should eat it all. So just try to not be distracted, especially at first, and just stay in tune to what your sleeve or pouch or whatever is telling you. If you try food that you cannot tolerate, stop eating. Wait a few weeks or months and try it again. Your tolerance to different foods will change over time. You will not know what foods you can tolerate until you try them. Do not skip meals, even if you can. Only eat a few bites. You may find that certain foods feel stuck in your esophagus. If this happens, do not try to push it down with fluid or more food. Move away from your plate, take a walk, wait until the food passes through, and then resume eating. If this happens, it may be that your food was not moist enough and/or you took too big of a bite or ate too quickly. Use common sense. Avoid foods that you cannot chew well, such as tough meats, membranes of oranges and grapefruits, cores, skins of fruits, fibrous vegetables like celery, popcorn, and doughy breads, including bagels. We recommend that you wait at least 1 month before you eat raw vegetables like salads and peels of fruit such as apples, pears, peaches, and plums. Fluids. Do not drink liquids while eating. I know a lot of people, they have to wait a half an hour before eating as well as a half an hour to an hour after eating. We can drink up until we want to eat, but we do have to wait a half an hour after we eat to start drinking again. So it says, wait about half an hour after you eat a meal or snack. If your mouth is dry when you are chewing your food, sip some fluid to moisten your food before you swallow it. However, avoid drinking large amounts of fluids with meals. And then it says the basic, don't drink alcohol and don't drink carbonated beverages. Okay, so you still, in between meals, need to be consuming a minimum of 48 to 60 ounces of fluid per day. Until you are far above that, we're not allowed to drink caffeine. I rarely drink caffeine, but I do every now and then. But reminders, remember your body will tell you when you have eaten enough. Chew, swallow, put your fork or spoon down between bites, breathe, and check in with your stomach. Are you comfortably full? Can you tolerate the food? Stop if you know one more bite will be too much or if you feel you cannot tolerate that particular food. Okay. Then I'm just going to read for you what we are allowed or what we were allowed to eat at this point. I'll get in what we weren't allowed to eat in a minute. Okay, so plant-based proteins are cooked beans, like lentil soup or hearty bean soup, any type of cooked beans, black beans, pinto beans, low-fat refried beans. Consider topping with a sprinkle of low-fat shredded cheese, vegetarian or turkey chili, hummus, nuts and nut butters. In the first few weeks, make sure that they're nut butters and you're not actually eating nuts. Soy protein are soybeans, tofu, soy burger, meat substitutes such as boca crumbles, tofurkey, soy nut butter. Dairy or dairy substitutes, cheese for us need to be low fat, less than 3 grams of fat per 1 ounce serving, shredded to add extra protein to other foods, fat-free or 1% cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese, so you're not going to be seeing that in mine. Also ricotta cheese. I add that to certain things, but I know some people like to add some like sugar-free syrups in it, and it makes like a cannoli tasting filling. I have never tried that. Like I said, I don't have a huge sweet tooth. Yogurt, light version, no more than 25 grams of sugar per serving. Greek yogurt, soy yogurt. Then animal proteins, egg or egg substitutes. I use an egg substitute. I have for a long time. They taste exactly the same to me. They don't have cholesterol in it. They don't have the fat that you get from the yolks, but I personally like egg substitute better than just using the white. That's my own personal opinion. Egg salad, use light mayonnaise or light Miracle Whip. Fish, make sure that your fish is not breaded or fried. Cooked, tender, and moist. Tuna should be chopped. Light mayonnaise or Miracle Whip can be used. Poultry, turkey or chicken without the skin. Dark meat is more moist than white meat and may be better tolerated. Add a fat-free gravy or cook in a broth to moisten. Homemade chicken salad made with light mayo or light Miracle Whip. Chicken made in soup is fine. Make sure you take out the chicken and dice it or ground. Lean meats, lean ham mixed with no sugar added applesauce to moisten or fat-free gravy, diced pork, ground lean hamburger, cooked moist as in a chili. They're just kind of letting you know that any of the meats that you have should be cut super small and made moist so that it's easy to digest. Okay, that's basically it. They give us like a little, plan. So you'll notice that we were not allowed to have any starches like mashed potatoes or corned beef hash or any of that. I still don't eat it. I'm allowed to eat it now, but I don't eat any potatoes, bread, pasta, starches. I just don't eat any of it. I find that I would much rather eat my protein, vegetables, and fruits than add in some of that. I do have some on hand. I have some tortillas in the freezer. I have some stuff on hand that, if I ever get like a craving for pizza or a craving for a quesadilla or something like that, that I can make it a healthy way. But I haven't done that yet. So, you know what? I probably could squeeze this into the end of this video, but I don't want to, just be rushing through things and feel like I can't explain. So I am going to make this a separate video. So my food haul for the soft proteins phase is coming up next. All right, guys, it's going to be the last one.